ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 77 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Lawrence on third down. Rolling to his right. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Here's Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyler Conklin, 38 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and inches, Hurts. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Saints at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Then he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This defense for the Chiefs, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with it.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run it here. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, here's Carter. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Hurts. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. But first down, Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Forced out to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Carter will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. The head coach handling it, the offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. In motion left is Rice. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From the 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Lawrence will throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them 11 on the gain there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, a run with Carter. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Carter. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. There he goes, left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go play action with Hurts. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Like, my dude, like, who you was throwing it to, though?
That's why you take your receivers and move them around.
Like, who you was throwing it to, though? Like, it was 4 people back there. Who you was throwing it to?
You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way.
He wasn't, sir. He wasn't, sir.
That makes it hard to defend.
Okay. You gotta throw the ball to the person too, bro.
Down at 4. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 8. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Yeah, they should have told you about me, fam. I said they should have told you about me, fam.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. This is my first game playing with this team.
And he had no room as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Yeah, this is my first game with them.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Dancing to his left. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, y'all fucked me up when I can't. I don't care about running the same play. I just like to run the same defense, and y'all fucked me up. I can't run the same defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick.
No, I was on that. I was on that play. I was on that play though. I was on that play. Cause I don't like. I don't like that defense because that middle. That's how I caught you last time. That middle right there always open. But you know I run my same defense every. I try to run the same defense. So I know exactly where I get beat at and what I need to help.
It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up.
It's just a game, fam. That's all. It's just a game. I said it's just a game. Ain't no life changing shit.
Any rush offensively. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th.
I mean, you know, we distance away. I said we distances away. I don't take this shit serious.
They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now they send a man in motion right.
Oh yeah, you know I don't like doing it, but I know I like to know what they're doing. I don't like doing it, but I swear I like to know exactly what the fuck they're doing so I can stop it. That's why I like running the same defense I run, because there's only like one way you can beat me, and that's through the middle. But you gotta have time, so it's like, yeah. I do a lot of damn adjustments after I hike the ball. You know, after I get out the screenplay to pick your screen.
Out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
I mean, but it stop people from doing all that gimme play every hand. Cause it's some shit you gotta do every play to stop the shit. You know, you gotta adjust every play. I say it's some plays you gotta adjust every play to stop it. You know, some little gets plays they can get off.
Them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Chiefs will.
Yeah, the gameplay from the 5 to the 4 is completely different.
You and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Robert Spillane.
Yeah, this team wasn't good put together, but they got some good things on it.
Just keep that clock ticking.
But yeah, they slow as fuck. I'm talking about they slower than the motherfucker. That's all. Like I got him. You feel me? I'm like I got him. Unless you run with your cornerbacks, I said I got him for real.
That one looks like he'll throw here. But he's got the hook up to Moore.
I feel you. And see, like, if you don't adjust to this play here, I can get this play off every down.
Add to their totals. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary.
So you
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Man, look. I really just started doing that shit probably like 3 seasons ago. That's probably like 5, 6 months, 7 months ago. But
This is taken just shy of the 10.
right, but see,
To the 20-yard line.
you gotta realize, motherfucker be biting, bro. Like, that's why I don't do nobody else shit. You feel what I'm saying? I don't do nobody else shit. That high-low play is from Madden 2021. That high-low play been back since then.
Set for their next drive. Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss.
Yeah.
in the film session.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I play it like that, because you gotta have time for the ball to get there. So if I can't recover,
and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
because I run the 3-4, but my 3-4 got linebackers that's 90, 89 speed and up. Good game, bro.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Chiefs, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
royalty who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Sit down with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. I don't follow trends. Sit down with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. No, we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due. I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. Hot ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it.